Hey everyone, welcome to our video series on a big issue, human trafficking. I'm Michaela.
Et moi, c'est Rebecca. Au cours des prochaines séances, nous allons explorer ce qu'est la traite de personnes, comment elle affecte les gens et ce que nous pouvons faire à ce sujet. Aujourd'hui, nous commençons par la prévalence de la traite de personnes.
Are you in? Let's go! So we took to the streets to ask people what they know about human trafficking. Let's hear what they had to say.
The movement or trade of people against their will for other people's gain.
It hurts people.
Well, I mean, it's exploitation to the body, you know?
I don't know much about human trafficking. When people are being held against their will, like let's say if they had their passport so they can't leave the country or like that's something important to them.
When people are tricked or taken.
Ça fait un moment que je voyage, que je fais le tour du monde, donc j'ai pas mal entendu parler d'esclavage, donc notamment en Amérique du Nord, au Mexique, où il y a pas mal de trafic d'humains, d'esclavage.
Human trafficking, from what I know, is holding someone against their will, and sometimes it could be like abuse or like labor.
Personally, I think human trafficking is like people using other people for their own benefits, and like basically when someone like kind of maybe like exploits someone into doing something that benefits them, like maybe like sex trafficking or like maybe labor job, like in a factory, maybe like a big company, like I don't know, like produces shoes or clothes, maybe like they can use their workers and not pay them a lot.
So you might be wondering, what exactly is human trafficking?
En termes simples, la traite de personnes consiste à recruter, transporter ou retenir des personnes par la coercition ou la fraude dans le but de les exploiter.
Human trafficking is illegal. It's when a person is manipulated, controlled, and forced to do things against their will. They're exploited in terrible ways.
Quand on parle d'exploitation, on parle du traitement injuste d'une personne ou d'un groupe au bénéfice de quelqu'un d'autre.
Did you know that there are over 49.6 million victims of human trafficking worldwide? That's equivalent to the population of Spain.
C'est choquant, n'est-ce pas?
I do believe that human trafficking and modern slavery is an issue in Canada.
Yes, I think so.
Yes. Yeah, so. Je dirais que oui. Je pense que ça se passe peut-être un peu dans tous les pays du monde, suivant les différentes classes sociales.
I don't think it's as severe as in other countries, not to like compare things, but I think it definitely happens, and the cases that you do here are kind of heartbreaking.
Human trafficking probably happens in Toronto because like there's a big gap with wealth.
C'est un problème qui est vraiment partout, partout au Canada. En fait, ça se passe vraiment partout dans le monde. Fait que, c'est peu importe où est-ce que tu vas aller, il va y avoir de la traite de personnes. T'sais, malheureusement, il y a des personnes qui sont vraiment mal intentionnées partout. On peut pas s'en débarrasser. C'est comme ça que la vie est faite. Donc oui, c'est un problème, ça va toujours l'être.
There are a lot of different types of human trafficking. New Canadians that are forced into different jobs, different work. I think sex trafficking is one of the more common ones that we know of.
I'm actually not sure what the different types of human trafficking are.
Sexually, there's work. You can be exploited, like school.
I think in Canada, people think like, oh, because it's such a developed country, that there's no cases of like any type of trafficking, but like we can't be naive to that because there's so many cases. It's just people, I feel like, just don't want to stand up for themselves because they're worried of like the further consequences.
Unfortunately, human trafficking is widespread in Canada, and it occurs from coast to coast.
Cela inclut la traite des travailleurs, la traite à des fins d'exploitation sexuelle, les mariages forcés et d'enfants, le trafic d'organes et la traite d'enfants.
C'est surtout un peu comme par peur de se faire juger.
Because there's a lot of fear and stigma in it.
I don't think people talk about it enough because not everyone knows about it.
Because people are scared.
People are really good at hiding it, and they can easily just manipulate people into doing what they need.
You can blackmail somebody into exploitation. So like say, oh, if you don't do this for me, I'm going to expose that video of you.
I think there's a big stigma. I think that may be a big thing. If you've experienced something like that, it's very hard to talk about. It's also not something you want to advertise.
I think it's a lot of sort of like a shame. I think people are scared to admit they're being taken advantage of in a lot of situations, especially with grooming. Because I think they could coerce you into sending something like a nude photo, and they could easily leak that to someone.
Les trafiquants isolent souvent les victimes. Ils confisquent leurs pièces d'identité et utilisent la coercition, la peur et les menaces pour les contrôler. Demander de l'aide ou s'échapper devient alors extrêmement difficile pour les victimes.
Despite what many think, it's not just girls who are trafficked. Boys and men make up a large number of targeted individuals too.
Nous voulons que vous partagiez avec vos amis et votre famille ce que vous avez appris aujourd'hui. Plus les gens sont informés, plus nous pouvons tous ensemble combattre la traite de personnes.
Next time, we'll dive deeper into the signs of human trafficking and how you can spot them.
N'oubliez pas, la sensibilisation est la première étape vers l'action. Ensemble, nous pouvons lutter contre la traite de personnes et l'exploitation.
Follow us on social media to spread awareness and find more ways to help.
Merci de nous avoir écoutés. Comme l'a dit l'incroyable Desmond Tutu, ce sont tous ces petits bouts de bien une fois assemblés qui transforment le monde. Brillons ensemble.